you had just activated on there. It wasn't recognizing.
Hey, Spoopy. Okay, there you go. That's what I wanted to.
Alright, we are live here for the Veedverks race. Where are we racing at, Mr. Spoopy?
Kansas. Has
Kansas?
anybody coming out yet? No. Okay. I'll try to miss something.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to put 2 sets of headphones in. 1 set for my phone and 1 set for something else. Can y'all hear me? Both ends? Okay. This is odd. I have a headphone in.
Come on, join you motherfuckers.
One and the other. Ten four.
That's good, 16. Yeah.
Hey, Josh.
There he is.
I don't think he can hear you, but he said I think he wants to run it, so you can send him an invite. He'll and you can explain just the basics to him.
Alright. I'm gonna get familiar with each one of y'all's voices real quick. Yep, can y'all hear me pretty well?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do roll call and make sure that way I can kinda get used to your Seth Berger.
Quit, Cyrus.
Seth.
The one to join the chat.
Seth, you there?
I guess it'd be alright.
Good boy. Good boy.
Is Seth in tonight? Who's Seth? Just say here, I'm doing roll call so I can kind of get used to your voices. That way I know who you are. Yeah. Jason Lee, you there?
Oh, quit. That's right, baby.
Hold on, let me look at the other roster you got there. The other roster I could use pretty well too.
I think it's Josh over there trying to fuck with his headset.
No, that's me doing donuts in the grass.
Hey, Spooby. If you can, you know those rules you sent me? Send those to the 8-ball. That'll kind of give him the quick gist to run down. As long as he knows to get on the apron before turn 3 to go in the pits and ride the apron around turn 2 to before he comes out on the track. Okay, yeah, I'm forwarding it to him right now.
Matt, be careful. Come on, get back on track, man. That thing's slick as a baby's ass.
Oh, you did.
Oh, I know somebody's on the track. I thought I was the only one. I'm sorry, dude. I'm practicing getting on the pit lane.
Adam, are you live? Because I don't see it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I did. I just hope he know. Oh, and I know he can hear us, and he cannot run the 2-car.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you now. There you are.
Goddamn mic was muted. I've been sitting
Okay,
there asking
brother.
what y'all were running for the past 10 minutes, and I'm like, man, well, fuck me.
Yeah, Kansas 25%, 3 times wear. You can't run the 2-car.
You must be on apron or stay on apron for entrance through 3.
And then when you come out of pits, you gotta stay on the apron. Little backstretch.
And what track are y'all running?
Kansas.
Adam, it said you
You know
were
it's
live,
what-
and now it's not showing.
I'm good, man. I ain't gonna get on no damn pit road and no apron, no turn 3. So, I'm
Come on,
Okay,
dog.
It doesn't
Come
show
on,
you
put your ass
live.
in.
Did you stop or something?
I wasted.
That's
Come on,
bullshit,
dog.
'cause if you know how to drive, you can get on
Oh,
fucking
okay.
pit road. So, I'm not gonna waste all my time.
One other
So
thing
y'all
we
have
gotta
fun.
be able to change about this is I cannot get the start of the race. You hear
All
me?
right, never mind. Never
Adam,
mind, then.
I know that, but what I'm saying is I'm not able to see the start of the race. What I mean is it won't let me see it until like after y'all already have hit the green flag. Yeah. You know what? That would be pretty nice. Well, do
I
you
do
want
what
to kind
now?
of do that tonight a little bit? I mean, I would. Not only that, but do the pace lap, kind of get the warm up going. Let's go. Boogity boogity. Boogity boogity boogity. Alright, here we are. We're going to be live here for the Veedverks. Excuse me. I'm probably going to get that wrong a couple of times tonight. But we're going to go ahead and quickly talk
Oh, I lost
about
connection
our
to server.
pre-race activities. Well, we're going to have a race here at Kansas tonight. It's going to be pretty fun, pretty spectacular. These guys are 110%
Broom.
in
They
for
said lost
nothing
connection to
but
server and y'all disappeared.
an all-star race every week. These guys are pretty much testing the waters to see who's going to be the Veedverks champion here at the end. Preseason's just pretty much run what you brung. Pretty much just testing the waters, kind of seeing where everybody can drive, how good they can drive, see how long everybody gets along. I mean, I don't think tonight is going to be a test for what happens in the regular season because everything's still fresh right now. Everybody's minds are still kind of at ease. Everybody's still trying to. It's still like the first day of school here. Everybody's getting to know one another. They're just knocking off the rust. They're kind of just, kind of checking the moods out. We're going to go ahead and talk with a few drivers here very shortly, early on this afternoon. Before we get going, I'm going to go ahead and talk with a couple of these drivers because I got actually tonight, I'm going to be able to call these guys by their names and their car numbers. So as far as I see right now, we're going to, if Justin Wood is actually in tonight, do you got a copy out there in the 24? Justin, you got a copy?
Bro, if you want, we'll pick you up after since we're just going to 25.
That's fine, man. It's all good.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk with a couple of drivers that wants to talk. Anybody out there? And state your car number and who you are, and let's go ahead and get this rolling here. Anybody want to be interviewed? Let's go ahead and go with the 23 of Garrett Versley, or I can't pronounce your last name. You're going to have to correct me. But he is in the 23 car. You got a copy?
It's not on.
It's not on? Well, give me a list of the numbers that are on. I gotta get these damn lineups side by side. That way I have everything. It's kind of hard to commentate when you don't know who's talking and who won't cooperate. I mean, these guys just gotta cooperate a little bit too.
Woo! Sorry, 95.
Anybody there? Hello?
I think they're all focusing.
Focusing on what? I haven't gotten an invite one.
I sent you a couple. Check them. Yeah, we took green a couple laps ago. You have a couple of them.
Nobody said anything.
Yeah, I know.
Adam, you never said anything to me. I can't, I mean, you...
Only a couple laps.
We're going to go ahead and jump right in here to the race in action. You are about somewhere in the neighborhood, about 5 laps in, 5 to 6. All right, well, the American ethanol green flag is in the air for the Veedverks 400 here at Kansas Motor Speedway this afternoon. We're going to go ahead and go on the onboard of the 78. He is going to have your 5-hour energy on board tonight. The 9 of Chase Elliott. He is also going to have your Veedverks on board camera as well. Yeah, Elliott's way back there. He looks like he's going to have a possible chance of getting to the front. We talked with his crew chief earlier, Alan Gustafson, before pre-race. I mean, we're going to see how the number 9 shakes out. I don't think he's going to be really a contender until late. That's just how they kind of have been rolling this year. But, I mean, I think once they get their legs underneath them, it's only preseason. Remember that. Also, we're going to go ahead and look at your lineup here. Go ahead and take you through the field. Presented by Veedverks. We are going to be right back for just a moment, having technical difficulties, and I will be right back after this short message here on the West Outlaws. I am not doing a good job at this tonight. We are back. We only have just a short period of time before the checkered flag, or the green and white checkered flag fall for the end of stage 1. We haven't really talked much about, let's see who's going to win. I mean, it looks like that 24. He's looking pretty good back there in the field. I mean, he's leading that second pack, but not by much back there with his teammate in the 48. I mean, Hendrick Motorsports Games looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and talk about Justin in that 24 for just a moment. It looks like he isn't turning really the fastest lap times out there, but, I mean, he's staying ahead of this big group. He's leading Johnson, or not Johnson, but, John Mickey in that number 48, which is his teammate. But it looks like that 78, Mr. Adam, I mean, that guy, he's been pretty good. I mean, he was pretty good on the plate tracks last week, as y'all saw. I mean, we're going to shake it up a little bit this weekend. We're going to have Cup, obviously, here at Kansas that's going live right now. But we're also going to have the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series, which the Xfinity Series is supposed to be in Texas. You will have a different broadcast guy in the booth for that night. But also for the Truck Series, it will be Atlanta. So y'all are going to see a full night of action tomorrow evening. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for sure for the Veedverks races, or preseason races. We're going to go ahead and change some of these camera views to get a good sense on who's leading up here. Pits are closed here. I mean, can you really do much with just 2 laps to go? I mean, you see these people always jumping on pit road right before the stage ends. I mean, a race, we ain't got but 1 lap to go here at the end. It looks like, from my perspective, it looks like pretty much the 22 has got the lead as far as I can see. I mean, I could be wrong.
Oh,
looks like the 22 will win your stage here. Yep, that's pretty much that stage in right there. And second is the number 7. Let's see, we're going to go ahead.
I guess I just got tail whipped.
And number 18 of Josh, he's doing pretty good tonight, as well as Adam in that number 78 5-hour Energy Toyota. We're going to go ahead and talk with the 22 if he's got a copy. Jeremiah, you got a copy out there? 22, this is Mark in the booth. Do you got me? Well, does the number 7 GoDaddy Chevrolet have anybody out there?
Yo.
Well, since we got technical difficulties, we're going to go ahead and watch the green flag here. Green flag's back in the air. The American Ethanol green flag waves. There it is. You got the 22 out front, followed by the 3. Looks like that 3 is going to make force to be reckoned with here tonight, this afternoon. Oh, we got trouble in the back. Looks like a 1-car spin. There a few others that were involved, but oh, we got another spinner on the backstretch. 24 is around, and the 12, and the 4 is around as well. Multiple cars are spinning. Looks like a bunch of multi-car incidents. And it looks like caution is out on the speedway. This is the first caution that we have had this evening for any type of incident tonight. I mean, the last caution we had was a stage, but I preached this last race. It was all about cautions, brave cautions. That was at Talladega. Well, you're going to see that even more tonight. These guys, they can control their own destiny tonight. It wasn't like Talladega last week, where you basically had to depend on the other guy to pretty much get you to the lead. If it wasn't for that other guy or without a extra partner, or you didn't have the right run, you were not going to get the win at Talladega last week. This week, it's your own destiny. It's who brought the best car. It's who can drive the best car. We're going to go ahead and watch pit stops here in just a moment. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back. Looks like the number 7 will win the race off of pit road there. We are back here for the Veedverks 400 at Kansas. I mean, it doesn't look like the 3 really lost a whole lot of position there. He comes out 4th. He was 2nd, it looks like, before that caution. His pit crew didn't really get him out that well, but it looks like the 31 will actually, if I'm not mistaken, be in 2nd here. Yep, followed by the 18, followed by the 3, and also that 95 machine. We're going to see what he can do this afternoon. One to go at the line. Alright, we're going to go ahead and, since there's one to go at the line, we're going to go ahead and talk with the number 7. If he's got a copy, I believe we almost had one last time. 18, do you got a copy? Three, you got a copy. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a copy over.
All right. Hey, glad that you take a minute to talk with us. I know you're about to go green here. Just go ahead and take us through your your mindset right now. What is it going to take to win this race? You just got done with stage 1. I mean, you finished pretty decent. I mean, what is it going to take to beat these 2 guys?
Well, first of all, I need my my crew chief on the next pit stop to refill my whiskey bottle here, and send some sparks up my butt so I can start getting this high line going.
Well, good luck out there tonight, bud, and we hope to see the American Ethanol number 3 in Victory Lane. All right, guys, the American Ethanol green flag is back in the air. Here they go off of the front straightaway. Out of the Geico restart. As they go down into turn 1, it looks like the 3 is going to make the run on the outside, but the 7 pours it on going on the exit of turn 2. It looks like that number 31 has really got a good run down the back chute. Looks like he's right on the back bumper as he goes down into the corner. 31 to the bottom, 7. They switch lanes going into 3 and 4. It looks like it's pretty much a side-by-side battle for the lead. They single out for just a moment. The number 3 pokes his head out for just a moment and slides right back in a little bit there on the outside. And it looks like we got a new leader with that number 7. Yeah, he had been sitting back there, minding his P's and Q's. That 22 is not really in the picture anymore. I think that was his only, basically, competition at the front. at the moment. We got a little bit of trouble. Looks like the 78 of Adam has scraped the wall coming out of turn 3 and 4. That is something you don't want to do here early on. Momentum is a very key factor here. You can run very close to the wall and make time here at Kansas, or you can run way down to the bottom. I mean, this place is more than one groove racetrack. Looks like the 95 just made a mistake as well of slipping into that outside safer barrier. And it really does not take a whole lot to accidentally slip and go into that safer barrier when you're running quite a long race here at Kansas tonight. I mean, the laps are quickly winding down. The more and more you sit in that race car, the more you stay focused. You got to hit every line just right. You can't make any mistakes. Your pit can't make any mistakes. So it's pretty much, this is the most competitive I think it's going to be for a little bit, because nobody's got anything to lose. Everybody's pretty much on equal grounds. So we're going to go ahead and take it through the field. We got the number 7 out front. And it looks like he is about a good 2-second lead in front. We got a big wreck in the back. The 21 and the 24 are involved. 4 cars are in the grass. And they are spinning. I don't know if there's a caution just yet. And looks like the 4 again and the 9. Looks like them two spin through the grass off of the exit of turn 2. Caution is out from the tower. Wow, that was a pretty big deal right there. That's gonna kind of make these guys think a little bit. We already got about 7 laps left in this stage. This changes everything. Do you come in and get tires, or do you kind of stay out there and keep track position? If I was like the top 5, I would probably stay out. I mean, the 3, the 31, the 7, and the 22 just pitted after that stage end. I don't know if the 3 can make it. I'm pretty sure he can. I think the top 4 will be fine. We'll see as they come on the pit road here. And it looks like we got a taker with the 3 car. The 3 car is on pit road. We're going to go ahead and get a word in with his crew. As the 3 car comes into his pit stall, 4 tires and a full tank of Sunoco racing fuel for that number 3 American Ethanol Chevrolet. We're going to see who gets out the pits first. This is pretty much going to change the complexion of this race. If you can get the lead here, I mean, you can probably most likely win this race. At least win the stage in. I mean, the stage in kind of sets you up. I mean, track position. Looks like the 78 with the 2-tire call and gas, he is out of the pits early on, along with that fast 22. All right, we're going to go ahead and have 1 at the line. It looks like the number 7 stayed out under that caution. I mean, we're going to go ahead and possibly talk with the 78 here in just a second. And we're going to go ahead and do that now. Number 78 of Adam, you got a copy out there. This is Mark in the booth. We're going to go ahead and talk with you real quick. His crew is not able to talk at the moment. We'll talk to them later. Well, it looks like the American Ethanol green flag's about to set place here. Everybody's wondering, where did that 78 come from? I mean, does anybody have any idea where he had come from? I mean, he's been riding in the back kind of, in the top 5, top 8. He's just been cruising. Got into the wall early on. Looks like he's gonna most likely probably make a challenge here for this restart.
I believe so. I know I was involved in the final bit of it. I can't remember who all it was.
with 5 laps remaining in this stage.
Fucking car.
Restart. They're in the restart zone. The American ethanol green flag is in the air. Looks like the number 7 goes to the point. The 22 is hard charging on the bottom. Here they go, climbing up through the gears. The 22 has got the lead, coming off the back straightaway, followed by the number 7 in the Go Down Chevrolet. Also the 31, he is right there.
But I'm taking no tires like he said.
And the 78 is on the outside digging. Yeah, they're doing about 180 to 190 mile an hour pace lap around here, side by side. It looked like for a moment. It looks like there's still a pretty big battle for second and third. They're 3 wide there for just a moment. It looks like the number 12, he is dropping back hard on the outside. Looks like a few people's going to get jumbled up in that as well. The 43 is running right with him, and it looks like the 43 is going to pass the 12 as well. Looks like the 12 does not have the speed at the moment. And them 2 Hendrick cars right there on the outside kind of married back in the very back. When are they going to start surfacing? You got the 24, you got the 9, and you got the 48. You know they got the speed this year. We'll see if they can really dial in these Camaro ZL1s. Looks like the 43 lost control for just a moment. Down the back straightaway with single car incident, got loose off the exit of turn number 2 and in the outside safer barrier. We're going to go ahead and go back to the lead. It looks like there is another incident. 22 is through the grass. Wow, the 22 is somehow one way or another lost grip off of turn number 2 or turn number 4, and looks like he went straight through the grass. The guy we were going to try to talk to, but his crew was kind of busy. Now you see why. He's out front. Adam has got the lead in that number 78 Toyota here at Kansas. We're going to go ahead and take a quick station identification, and we'll be right with you as we stay on the onboard, or the Veedverks onboard with the 78. We are back here, big wreck on the outside of turn number 4. Looks like the turn number 4 has bit and struck again. The 78 looked like he had just took a big chunk out of that outside safer barrier. I don't know if the car is damaged a whole lot bad, but he is kind of mired back in position compared to where he was. Him and that 22, from the time they started that stage to now, they have lost quite a bit of track position. That 78 was sitting first. Now he's mired back in 5th. And, I mean, that 22, he was leading this race just a second ago. And now he's mired back in 6th. Well, right now we're going to go ahead and see. It looks like, if I'm not mistaken, the 3 car is the leader. Nope, the 95 has got the lead. He is the controlled car on the inside. American ethanol green flag is back in the air. It was the end of that stage. Looked like that number 95 must have won that stage, if I'm not mistaken. Well, the American ethanol green flag is in the air. They are still side by side off of turn number 4. The 7 scrapes the wall for just a moment and gets right back in it. He's sitting there in 4th, excuse me. The 3 car is making that car look mighty good. He is on the point here at Kansas for the Veedverks. Oh, big wreck in the back. 48 is spun and around. The number 18 is in the wall, followed by the 43 and the 12. and the 4 again all involved in that big accident. I'm pretty sure that's a caution. We're getting word from the tower. That was a pretty big wreck back there. Surprised there was not a caution out there. It looks like the .48 spun. It looked like he got loose off of turn 2. Sounds like the control tower is saying the caution was called for the 12 and 31 machine. Looks like they're in the wall again, apparently. Them 2 cars cannot stay out of the wall or out of the others. They're going to have a very long night here at Kansas. But caution is out. We're going to go ahead and talk with a 3 car. 3, you got a copy again there, buddy?
I sure do.
Well, bud, we just got done talking with you after that stage earlier. Man, what are you doing out there? You look like you're leading this thing. You feel good about your chances?
Well, crew chief, put some more whiskey back in my Dasani bottle. Good go.
That sucks.
And well, the clean air helped me out. Trying to stay out front of the 7 car. Got some fire trucks up, but hopefully the clean air helps out.
All right, but well, it looks kind of chaotic out there. Has your car handled any different by being a little bit behind a car, or is it about the same?
Fucking can't control this goddamn car. It's slow.
Well, all right, bud. You're looking mighty good in that number 3. And we hope to be talking with you in victory lane, bud. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Well, you just heard from the 3. Sounds pretty cool, calm, and collected in that number 3 F&R Chevrolet. You know, we ain't really talked about Chevrolet much, but they're doing pretty good tonight. They did really well in the Xfinity Series last week. What a race last week at Talladega. The guys hit everything but the pace car, like I said last week. That was a pretty big event, and it looks like we're about to go green. We got the 1 to go at the line. Pace lights are out on the pace car as they are going down into turn number 1. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back for the green flag here. Thank you for watching the Veedverks race here at Kansas International Speedway. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back here for the Veedverks. Green flag is in the air. The American F&R green flag's waving, and there they go, green flag. Looks like the number 78 on the outside is going to take them 3 wide for just a moment. That 3 car is shot out of a cannon. Looks like he fires it, and off into the corner he goes, right underneath that number 78 of Adam. Can Adam hold him off again here in the Cup Series? Last week at Talladega, he just could not put the race completely together. He was out front in the early goings. We've seen a lot of good signs out of that number 78. Just couldn't catch a break. Big wreck again in the back straightaway. 48 around. Quite a bit of others. 24s in the wall. Several cars through the front straightaway grass. Looks like that number 7 machine is involved. He was your race leader early on in this race. Looked like he has slipped back in the clutches of traffic, that is, and it does not look like that number 7 GoDaddy Chevrolet is handling any better. It looks like tonight is going to be pretty much about not getting what you did at Talladega, and that's getting caught up in somebody else's mess. I mean, the night looks kind of like the 78's night. I don't think he's going to get shifted back here. But remember, a while ago, earlier, before Stage 2 ended, he did touch that outside wall, and he did get into it. So you know he's pushing the limits of that race car. We're going to see what he can do here after pit stops here at Kansas. I've got it on it. It looked like the 48 got turned. Hold on up. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break for station identification. We'll be right back here for the Veedverks 400 at Kansas. I'm about to see who does it. All right, here to go. We are back here at Kansas for the Veedverks 400 at Kentucky. Looks like green flag is about to be dropped here in just a moment. Looks like one to go at the line. We're going to go ahead and talk with that 78. Finally, we actually get a chance to talk with him. It sounds like old Adam isn't really that busy. Adam, you got a copy out there of that number 78?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, buddy. Well, you got the Veedverks onboard camera, just kind of giving you a little hindsight here. What do you think's going to happen, bud? You couldn't put the race quite together last week. Do you think you're going to have enough to hold them off tonight?
Oh, we got a good car. People at Veedverks went ahead and gave us a nice setup. We're just playing with IROC's back bumper here a little bit while we're getting ready to go. And, but hopefully we made the right adjustments, so we can go ahead and use that. Back bumper played with. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hop off in here, because I gotta get back to work.
All right, bud. Good luck, and we'll hope to see you in victory lane in that 78 Bass Pro Shop Toyota. Green flag is back in the air here at Kansas. And it looks like that 78 and that 31 are just not going to give up. They touched for just a moment. Looked like for just a second they rubbed doors, maybe not. It looks like that 7 finally has poured the power on. Yeah, we thought he was out of this race early on. He was in the outside safer barrier. Looks like he's doing a lot better now with that Camaro ZL1 out front. Yeah, it looks like that number 31. Oh, Adams against the wall. We just got to work with him. The 9 and him got involved in it just a little bit. Did the 9 touch him? No, that did not happen. 78 still in the wall. Yeah, we talked about it beforehand. Oh, they saved it, but the 43 almost went around. And the 78 has, I mean, dropped like a solid rock. I mean, earlier, I mean, we talked about on the broadcast about him getting up in the wall before stage 2 ends. And all it takes is one slip to make a mistake. And he pretty much just did it right there. We just talked to him. He's talked about making them adjustments. I don't think them adjustments help from the crew. It's like his crew chief, Cole Pern's, going to have to get a little bit more busy on the pit spots. But we're gonna, it looks like the number 7 is pretty much got the lead for a good minute here. As, if I'm not mistaken, a caution has come out on the racetrack. Not exactly sure what this caution is for. More trouble for the number 78. We got word in that him and the 4 got into it in the back straightaway. Well, we talked with that 78 a while ago, and from the looks of it, he is not having a good end of this night. He thought he pretty much had it covered. I mean, he sounded confident over the radio, but it looks like they're all going to come in the pit here. A few of them stayed out. Looks like the number 7, 24, and 31 stayed out on the racetrack, along with one other. Looks like that number 48 stayed out as well. So the first car to pit road, and it looked like that number 3 car of Austin Dillon, or sorry, excuse me, the 3 American Ethanol Chevrolet, Josh Hall. Yeah, we talked with Josh early on after the end of stage number 2, and it looks like from our perspective, Josh has got a pretty good race car in that American Ethanol number 3. I mean, I don't think he's got enough to challenge that 22 and named Jeremiah, or that number 7. I mean, that 7's been pretty quick as well. We're going to have to see here as we go back green here in just a moment at Kansas. This race is brought to you by Veedverks. Veedverks, make sure you have a little bit in your vape. Yeah, Veedverks is going to be our title sponsor. We have not really talked about them much. We just picked them up. Looks like they are going to help us along with this Outlaw Series tour. We're going to take it just a moment, and we're getting ready for the American Ethanol green flag here in just a second. Looks like your starting grid is going to be the 7 and the 24. Also with the 3 and 48. Green flag is in the air as they go through the Geico restart zone. Number 7 right there. He's got the point. Looks like that 31, Michael Coulter. Looks like he's going to be in second. Followed by also the 24 of Justin Wood. Them 3 guys have been just pretty much mired back in the back. Mainly that 24 has been. Looks like he's going to start flexing his muscle here in the later going. Don't forget about that number 22. He's making a move. And it looks like the 3 goes through the grass. He got shoved through the grass by, it looked like the number 7 there for just a moment. Or the It was a green car. Note the number 7 is in the lead. It was the 43 of Farron. Farron looked like he just got into that number 3 just a little bit coming off of turn number 4 and shoved the number 3 way out in the grass. The 3 pretty much was cutting the lawn out there at 185 miles an hour. Number 7 is out front, followed by the 31, followed by the 22. That 22 car of Jeremiah, he's been mighty fast this evening. I'm not sure if he has what it takes. He's just been sitting there watching the dominoes fall. Looks like the 7, the 31, and the 22 are going to be the guys that you're going to have to beat here tonight. One way or another, though, that 43 has been riding in the back for most of the race. I mean, that 43 of Farron, yeah, he just got a little bit into the 3 and sent him through the grass. But, I mean, it looks like the car's okay. Looks like he's pretty fast. And it looks like a bunch of people are going to take pit road. Yeah, it looks like the 7 is going to take pit road. Oh, no, they stayed out. Whoa, they faked a lot of people. We do have one taker, and that'll be the 24 of Justin Wood. Well, your lineup's going to start with that number 7, GoDaddy ZL1, followed by the 31 of Micah Coulter. Also followed by the number 22 of Jeremiah Stuntsman. The 43's right there too, Farron. He looks like he's going to be a pretty fast driver as well. And look who just snuck his way up there, sitting inside the top, number 6. He was just in the wall a while ago. Can he have a shot at winning this? It looks like they saved that race car. Car's not hurt. Just shoved the fenders in and hurt a couple of the tires. He was mired back in the back for a second. Can we see the comeback story of tonight? We're going to go ahead and do one more pace lap here. The tower said scoring was not correct, so they're taking a moment, adding one lap, and getting it all situated. Green flag will be out this time. Pace lights are out on the pace cars this evening. Hopefully for the final time, with just a little over 3 laps remaining. Yes, it's getting quite dicey, and we're about to see who's going to win this race. Here they come to the Geico restart zone, and the American Ethanol green flag restart is in the air. Here they go, off into turn number 1, down off into turn number 1, grabbing the gears. Looks like that number 7 has pretty much got the chance, but Jeremiah in that 22, he looks to the bottom for a split second underneath the 31. He's got second. Does he got time to catch that number 7, ZL1? Looks like he gained on him there through 3 and 4. They touched just a little bit. The 12 got in the fence. The 78 somehow... Whoa, what a loose race car coming off turn number 4. That was a little bit of action. Looks like Adams making a run for it. 24 is in the wall, followed by the 48. Neither one of them look like they really resulted in a both contact. Both of them are okay. But that 22 of Michael, there he is. On the outside, inside, top to bottom, elevator drop. The 22 Pennzoil forward looks like, oh, he got in the wall off of turn number 4. Well, that looks like it pretty much hands second place to that number 31. With just 2 laps remaining here at Kansas. White flag is in the air. Looks like that number 7's pretty much got it all. The 24 is flipping wildly down the front straightaway. Big caution, or no caution is out, but it looks like a big wreck. 24 had wrecked the caution line, and it looked like that number 7 took the win here tonight at Kansas Motor Speedway. That looked to be a pretty wild ride by that number 24 of Justin Wood. Wow, what a race this evening. Here's your finish in order. Here are unofficial results. Sponsored by Veedverks. Here's your final lineup. Looks like that number 7 grabbed your checkered flag, followed by the 31, the 78, and that number 9, Caesar Chevrolet. Looks like he'll round out the top 4. Followed by Michael Corey and that number 22, Pennzoil Ford. Yeah, that 12 caused a lot of trouble. He mires back in 6th and finishes out your top 6. This 24, that car that is on the record right now, they are still cleaning it up. Looked like he hit the wall pretty hard off of turn number 4 and flipped that ZL1 down the front straightaway. Looked like he flipped it about 4 or 5 times. Sorry for that little bit of image there from our NBC Sports booth. This is Veedverks 400 at Kansas. We're going to go ahead and talk with a couple of the drivers, see if we can go ahead and get a hold of the number 78 in 3rd place. 78, you finished 3rd tonight. Looks like you had a start-to-finish race, and it looked like you actually had some trouble there for a little bit, but tell us about your night and how you managed to finish 3rd. Adam, you got a copy?
Just a good night, hard work. Had a little bit of a rough restart there at the end. Lost a couple spots on the initial restart, but we went ahead, we stuck at it, we dug after it, and I just want to say that was a thrill coming to the finish there with the 31 and the 22 cars. We got a little bit of contact there coming home, but really, as tight as we were running through like number 3 and 4 on the last lap, you had to expect it. No else. So it was all in all, though, it was a fun, and looking forward to the trucks tomorrow, and then we're gonna watch you race on Trinity Cars in Texas. Looking forward to that and making my debut there in the booth as I try to fill in and match your shoes.
All right, but well, it looked like last week at Talladega it was more or less of a situation where you just couldn't catch a break. Tonight, it looks like you had a few problems, but it looked like you actually did somehow manage to finish up towards the podium. Tell us about your last week compared to this week, and is this kind of string of luck or is this kind of momentum for you heading into the actual first race of the season?
Yeah. Last week was Dega. That's a plate track. You're more on luck's side than anything else as far as what happens to you. But we had good. We won the truck race. We had good cars in the Cup race and the Bandits races. So all in all, we were happy with that. And then after a good week of racing, the people at Veedverks decided to go ahead and they came on with us as a sponsor and decided to get some faith in our little family here. And hopefully we didn't disappoint tonight. A little bit more cautious than we would have liked, but I think everybody put on a good show and had some good hard races, especially there at the end. And sometimes, accidents happen, but looking forward to tomorrow night. both on the track and then getting up there in the booth. And
Yeah,
gonna be
but
a
tell
fun
us
season.
about you ready for that booth tomorrow?
Yeah, I hope I'm ready. I've been practicing, and I hope I can do good, keep everybody happy, keep everyone informed. We're going to try something new. We're going to do some time through the fields, get a different perspective from a different driver's perspective, and we'll have fun up there tonight and tomorrow night as well.
Well, all right, bud. Well, congratulations on your third place finish in that number 78 Bass Pro Shops Toyota. We're going to go ahead and close out here in just a second. It looks like the end of that race pretty much came down to 110% being up front and being eligible for the win. Track position is king. We say that every week. Normally, more so than ever now because, I mean, you just seen there. That number 7 had been, or it looked like an elevator pretty much as far as his graph tonight from the lead to the back to the lead to the back. I mean, that's pretty much the whole field tonight, though. But we're going to go ahead and end this broadcast tonight. We want to thank all of our partners with Veedverks, and hopefully they join us for the remaining of the 2018 Outlaw Series. Also, we're going to remember tomorrow night to tune in around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to be showing you the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series presented by Veedverks. That race time will start right around, and the broadcast will start right at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Veedverks Cup Outlaw Series on YouTube. I'm Mark Mears. I'm your announcer tonight, and appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.